You might be wondering, how effectively is it for you to lose weight, especially as a Hispanic? I've been growing up as a Hispanic household where we mostly eat a lot of tortillas, beans, rice. Like, majority of our foods are going to be carb-based meals. So then eventually time is passing by, you get into the bad habits, you start playing video games, you don't exercise as much, you don't sleep in as much, and then you start gaining, accumulating so much fat that you honestly let yourself go. I'm going to tell you here in a more of an authentic way. I'm not a health guru to tell you this is what you need to be doing. This is how you do it. Buy my course or whatever. I just want to be telling you because I've never had a role model for my life to live where I wanted to lose weight. Throughout my whole life, and all the way to the teenagers years, I've always been overweight. I've always have dealt with being fat, and I had so much limited beliefs, terrible habits, and I never knew what to actually do to lose weight. There are moments where I just had to use grit and power and will. There are moments where I just had to use grit and discipline and willpower, which is an amazing skills to have that I've developed. But weight loss shouldn't be a challenge. It shouldn't be something battling upstream. More than likely, there's a lot of factors that come to play when you're going to lose weight. Throughout this whole journey, if you stay with me, I will guarantee you'll lose weight. Because I was able to lose 65 pounds of fat in less than 6 months. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do the same. That point one I need to tell you more is you have to understand that health is honestly a choice. Every day that you wake up, there are choices that you make externally for what you do. I can keep telling you this and this and this and that to keep doing this and that. But ultimately, it's really up to you. You have to realize this right now. Little choices that you make by, let's just eat that Snickers bar. Let's just buy that pizza. Let's just eat that fast food place. The more and more times you keep doing it, it gives a big impact. And honestly, living life like that, where you start to accumulate fat and start to tell yourself with negative thoughts, is not a good way to live life. I've been through those moments where I kept telling myself I'm fat, and then I continue eating really bad. I keep telling myself that I'm ugly, that I'm forever going to be fat. I never really saw anything in the future and not realizing that the choices that I'm making today are going to affect me within 6 months, a year, 10 years. Now, I'm not here to be like a health guru and tell you everything that you need to be, but it's ultimately really up to you. What I've noticed a lot of things is that what helped me was I have to make the choices. I have to be the person who has to eat those certain types of foods. I have to be those people that don't be the fat person. Don't eat the Domino's. Don't eat the Little Caesars. Don't buy the burger. Don't buy the gas station food. Don't be buying this and that and that. Realizing that it's a whole identity. It's a whole identity of you. It's a self-image thing, which I realized that if you update your self-image, you will actually be much easier when it comes to weight loss. This isn't some bullshit where you just have to be on a certain diet, start doing massive push-ups and all that. This isn't supposed to be something that you need to be battling with. It's something that needs to be a part of your life. It needs to be something that a daily routine, like you go to work, like you go to school, like you do your normal habits. It's just a normal habit that needs to do accumulate for you to be that person, for you to lose that weight. It just sucks throughout the whole majority of your life, is that especially throughout the Hispanic culture, we're silenced by the American diet. And everything in the American diet just literally just gives you a bunch of processed foods, added sugars, redefined carbs, and honestly, it makes you want to know why you look fat, why you can't do certain things, why you just feel so stupid. You're probably addicted to Sprite. You're probably addicted to Coca-Cola. I sometimes get addicted to Diet Coke, and I don't like that. So realizing that what you need to be doing is eating more of single and basic ingredients. Foods that only have one item when you buy them. So that might be saying that, oh, you might live in a household of Hispanic where all you do is just eat Hispanic food. And there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing. There's a lot of hidden ingredients that you don't really know what you're eating. It's the same thing with American food. It's a Mexican version of it. You eat foods with cooked with seed oils. You eat foods with a bunch of seed oils. You eat a lot of massive redefined carbs. You wake up in the morning, eat pan. Like for real, the first thing you're gonna eat is bread, and you wonder why you have so much low energy. There's barely any protein in any of those meals, which is honestly gonna be ultimately detrimental to your health. Yes, you heard the saying of you need to have protein in your diet, but you haven't really actually you haven't fully understand what's the purpose of actually having protein in your meals. This isn't like buy protein shakes, protein bars, protein yogurt, protein trail mix or whatever. It's ultimately having animal-based proteins More likely, just eating more foods with animal proteins. And you might be wondering what animal proteins out there. My favorite one that I ultimately eat every single day is ground beef. You might have an issue when it comes to working normal jobs. You have this weird random belief that you have this random belief that you heard from people or you would honestly accumulated yourself where you think that I'm exercising equals work. Work Working at like a construction job or anything that's mobily active or standing or walking is not exercising. It's more of like using energy for your body. You're not purposely exercising. You're not purposely building muscle. You're not purposely trying to lose fat. So really try to break that belief of working is going to equal exercising. Exercising is essentially you are purposely going to exercise. You are purposely going to lose that weight. You are purposely going to build that muscle. So really try to get off of that habit of, oh, I'm working at a construction job, I'm going to be building muscle. Because it's not true. If you really do believe that, then why is every fitness influencer out there in the world not in a trade job, not in a construction job? Because it's not effective. Really get into the habit of going to the gym. Get addicted to bodybuilding. Because I'm telling you this right now, when I started going to weight loss and actually got addicted to the gym, bodybuilding was the main mindset that I had. I had to think of all or nothing. I had to be like, I eat, I train, I sleep. That's literally all I did for the past 6 months to be able to accumulate my dream physique, honestly. I was able to be lean, be happy, be confident, and it just gives you a whole source of a lot of new things. I'm not going to be the guru guy who's going to tell you to go into the gym, because it's not all about that. The gym is just one aspect of you to be living a healthy lifestyle, which I'm going to here to tell you there's a lot of things you can do for helping your lifestyle of being healthier. I want to tell you something. What is one thing that you could actually absolutely change in your life? It could be the smallest thing. Drink more water, sleep in early, stop eating that chocolate bar, stop ordering that Domino's pizza. Because these little things that happen accumulate that much more time, big things are going to grandly going to happen to you. As time passes by, when you accumulate these little small habits, big changes are going to happen in the future. This is my knowledge of my journey, and I'm here to share you all the information that helped me to be able to lose all that fat and live a life that I never knew I was able to achieve. So put down that fork and go lift some weights, brother. I'll see you soon.